Okay.
Call that a successful qualifying? We should be in with a good chance in the race.
So for whoever was watching for last, our qualifying is okay. Yeah, the race will be okay. Doesn't look like it's going to be the greatest, but let's find out. Alright, let's get on with it. So we are starting P9 or 8. I'm pretty sure it was P9 that we are starting on the grid for today. Let's get to it.
Welcome along then to France, host of the world famous Tour de France. But we're not talking 2 wheels today, we're talking 4, in a country widely thought of as giving birth to the art of motor racing back in the late 1800s. We've come a long way since then, and you're about to find out how far. It's time for the French Grand Prix. 6 lefts and 9 rights give us a total of 15 corners here at the Circuit Paul Ricard, and a lap covers an overall distance of 3.6 miles. Average speeds will be somewhere in the region of 142 miles per hour, and they'll be maxing out on the Mistral Straight at around 205 miles per hour. Alongside me once again for coverage of today's race, it's none other than the great Anthony Davidson. Why don't we discuss McLaren? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Obviously my driver's not liking it. The strategy.
For today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, Ace,
oh,
Ricciardo,
only 6.
Gasly, Sainz, and Yuki Tsunoda. Bottas. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Lance Stroll.
That's why we've moved up. Grid penalties.
Fernando Alonso, Kimi Raikkonen, and George Russell, Mick Schumacher, and Nicholas Latifi. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Alrighty. Let's get it underway. So we start in P6.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Oh god, okay, we are finally getting some good strategies out now. Okay. So, I'm gonna screw with it. Hehehe, boy. So, that's going to be our... Got to keep it there. But I think that is much better. Alright. How many laps are we doing? Probably chuck in that much. Okay, we're having a little bit of strenuous activity. So alright, let's go. Take a quick sip of our drink.
We're accumulating some wear on the MG UK. To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
Gasly getting a little bit aggressive there. Up by the side of Leclerc, he's going to go defensively into this corner. We're going to squeeze him, give him the pressure. right up in the slipstream of Hamilton and Verstappen. Make sure this isn't a getaway race for Perez, who is sitting in pole. Taking a bit wide on that corner. Getting up behind Verstappen. Nice and personally close. Oh, going wide. Leclerc coming on the inside. Cutting the corner a bit. Using our ERS deployment to try and give us a little bit more of a hand to catch Verstappen back. Going for it on Verstappen. Oh, bit of contact between me and him. Got the faster pace of the gentleman ahead. We do have to use our ARS system quite a bit, but we do need to be wary on the wear that it is inflicting on our engine components. Only on a 52%, so we should be fine. Running wide. We do have the warning for something serious.
Your DRS is offline. The rear wing is down, so you can stay out while we work on a fix.
So we will not have DRS for a while. This is going to hurt us quite hard because these are long DRS straights.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
They do need to work on a fix quick enough. As we do try to get the jump on Hamilton. Everyone's going to have DRS but us. Off they go. Verstappen will try and get a jump on us. He's going for it. We're going to stay in our part. Not having the DRS is going to hurt us a lot. As we have to try and use our ARS system to try and catch these cars, or the quicker competitors of this race. As the Mercedes, even with the ARS, is pulling away.
We're leading our teammate by 11.9 seconds.
Coming up the side of Hamilton. Can we try something? No, we can't. We are too far away. And he did close it off pretty great. Tuck up right in behind him. It won't be enough as we do get the dirty wind. and it knocks us down. As we can not afford to overtake right now and just have to accept the fact that we do have to sit in this position. As the Mercedes AMG is a lot quicker than us, we do have to pull off there. Verstappen getting quite close to us now. Not being able to catch Hamilton yet. I do suspect we may have damage to our front wing. Oh, cut in the corner. Oh, going very wide. Verstappen closing in. We have pulled away from the back of the pack, and we are in the top field. Being able to perfectly do that corner. Going very wide once again. Try and pull away from Verstappen before he can have a chance to crack on us.
The car behind you is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
We need this DRS to arrange itself soon enough. Otherwise, we will not get a top 10 finish this race. Vehicle condition.
Repeat that. There's interference.
Vehicle condition.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Bro, I must be speaking a different language. Vehicle.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Vehicle condition.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Vehicle condition.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving.
Vehicle condition.
No issues with tyre wear. Taking care of them.
No shot. You have to say vehicle. Bloody hell. Vehicle condition. Just
pushing. You're gaining on the car ahead.
I might be gaining on the car ahead, but I can't do anything. I can't overtake. I can get close enough to Hamilton. Don't get me wrong, but I can't. Do anything because I don't have a DRS, and I have to rely on the ERS system, which is just absolutely destroying it.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
I'm waiting for my DRS report to tell me when it's gonna come back online. I don't give a crap about the tyres. The tyres are gonna have a hard time because I've got to push them harder than they should be pushed. Just because we can't get
Check
out.
your MFD for a new strategy option.
No!
Copy.
Apparently, that's how they're gonna fix my DRS. Is when I come in for a pit stop. Well, this could make things a little bit more difficult as we gain on Hamilton. And then he's like, goodbye. Off he goes. Oh, coming in right behind him. Pushing the car. Up beside Hamilton. We have to yield. As this corner is just not the right one to overtake on. There's a lot of corners that start turning and then they get sharper towards the end of the corner. Oh, lock up.
There is a fault to the DRS. You won't be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out.
I'm trying! You don't understand how hard it is to push the car when everyone else has got bloody DRS. And I can't even use it. But the fact that I can keep up with Hamilton, even though he's got DRS, Norris has got DRS, bless me, and Verstappen's got DRS, even though all of them got DRS, I'm still somewhat able to hold Verstappen off because these DRS straights are just a tiny bit too short for him to do anything. He would have to use his air arrest system very heavily to try and catch me, and I don't think he has that ability to. So we should be coming up to the pit stop very soon. Our first one will be changing onto the mediums, and hopefully, just hopefully, we can get our DRS fixed.
Lost some time to the car behind.
I wonder why. I am racing a Haas against a Red Bull and a Mercedes. I don't think this car's meant to be this high up. Just clarifying, it's not meant to be this high up. Oh, running white again. Verstappen just can't make the move. We are dropping off from Hamilton just a bit. Verstappen looking for little places to go to try and do the overtake. Oh no. That has me concerned. Oh, front tyre having a really, really poor time. So pit stop is coming up at lap 14. Let's see if we can't try and catch Hamilton just a bit. Now we don't have to worry about being in a rear ender with him. I can start throwing the car just a little bit harder because I don't have to worry about trying to stay behind him. I've just got to try and catch him. Like what poor old Verstappen's trying to do. Which is trying to catch me, but he just does.
The car in front is 1.5 seconds.
His car just does not have that pace that is required to catch me, per se. Like, it does if it was Mick Schumacher, but me as a driver in the house, I don't think he has the pace quite yet to catch me.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
I hope they do fix this DRS in the pit stop, because we do need it severely bad. Just pulling absolute time away from Verstappen, and he's just unable. He gets close to us there, but in the end, it's just not enough. Sainz is catching up to the front pack. It's taken him a bit. Oh, is this Verstappen's time? No, it's not. I've closed him off. Closed the door in front of his face. Leclerc is in. Which makes no sense to us because Leclerc wasn't in front of us.
Mick is in the pits. Mick in the pits.
We are catching Hamilton slowly but surely. As these tyres... Full race update.
There's static over the radio. Say again.
As these tyres are reaching their absolute limit.
A new strategy is available on the MFD. Copy that.
We will come in at the end of this lap. As we are...
Box. We're coming in this lap.
Yes, definitely box. Oh my lord, I have been it's so nice to actually finally pit. I know it's only 14 laps in. Oh, the grip is leaving us. Having to shake Verstappen a bit. Give him that kind of a shake and make rake. Shake and bake action and get him off us. As our front right is really feeling, front left actually, so really feeling the pain right now. Hamilton and Norris coming side by side, Hamilton having to yield. Could end up in a safety car, those two. Oh no! Oh, I forgot where the ghosting happens. We're getting right in there. Hamilton, me, Verstappen, and Sainz all coming in.
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are no plans.
Go. It looks DRS is fixed, guys.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Instantly being faster than the rest of the grid. Not quite yet to open our DRS and use it for our first time during this race. But definitely we'll get our chance in just a second. As we do need to scurry along and catch in behind Sainz as quick as possible. So what stopped us last race from being able to hang on to pole position was our damaged front wing that we may or may not have left for too long. Norris coming out just up ahead. Catching on to the back end of the group as we finally are able to open DRS for the first time in this race. It's been a long time coming, but we've got a lot of work to go. As we make somewhat of a good attempt of making some time there, but it does not look like it's going to be enough as we do come into the double corner. Just latching onto the back by milliseconds. Quickly catching the rest of the group, as it is almost like a big conglomerate of high tier Formula Ones, and getting a bit closer to Norris, not being able to do anything though. Hard braking, trying to get early off that Apex car gets a little bit wiggly. It's all about strategy here. They're on soft tyres. If we can make the overtakes while they're on softer tyres, because they are on a quicker compound of tyre, if we can make some overtakes, that'd be great. But we don't need to focus on the overtakes, we just need to stick with them.
We're slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep this momentum. Gap to teammate behind is 41.4 seconds.
As Norris not getting out of that turn as quick as he wished. Right up the rear end here. Can we make something of it as we come flying out of that corner? Not quite. Coming in, getting a little bit squiggly all over the track right now. Gaining on Norris. Getting a better exit and a run. But still not being able to do much. This might be our chance, as we are absolutely flying up the side. Going extra. Absolutely pulling in front of Norris, making an all-right overtake. He's going to try for this corner. He'll get us back. As Norris has been separated from the back of the pack by the looks of that. We might have a small little chance here to single him out. Whoa. Oh, we're just all over the place. We're not having a great time in that car. Our component's saying that it is... Oh, Jellies. Don't focus on one too many things. Our turbocharger is suffering, but it should make us through this race. Bottas and Ricciardo are catching the back of this pack. Slowly but surely. Putting the pressure on now.
Pushing, you're gaining on the car ahead.
As Norris instead tries to focus on defending.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.6 seconds.
Time which we can make. As Norris only just getting DRS, but does have a train worth of people. Did we get it? Yes, we did. And we have finally, only just finally, pulled away from Norris. So Norris shouldn't be too much of a problem now as we are catching up with the faster cars of this race. It goes Perez, Hamilton, Verstappen, Sainz, and me. As I forget to pay attention. That would have been quite torrentuously bad.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
Turbocharger is absolutely screaming right now. Sainz not being able to quite make that leap away. And catching into 1 second under Verstappen as well. Flying through this corner, we are going to check our tyres. Tyres are looking fine. Our front left is looking to be our problem tyre for this race. We always have a problem tyre. Just some are not severe as others. And it looks to be our front left. Catching onto Sainz. Not going to be able to do anything this time around. Except get really nice and close into his personal space. If we are wondering about the fastest lap, we should be able to set the fastest lap when it comes to our last pit stop. Someone pulling into the pits. It looks to be Leclerc, who I was not expecting to actually be in front of us. That's his second pit stop this race. Already. Let's see how old Sainz's tyres really are. Car in front.
Repeat that. There's interference.
Car in front.
Sainz is ahead of you. Less than a second separate you. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 10 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 37.9. You're falling back by 1/10 a lap.
So apparently we are faster. It is
Coming in for his stop.
It is pit stop time for everyone. That's on the original strategy. But seeing as how we are on a slightly modified one, going to the mediums before everyone else, which means when everyone comes out, they'll be a little bit quicker. But that doesn't really... It doesn't hurt us a heap. Having that slingshot of that turbocharger kicking in. Oh, going for the late break there. As Hamilton and Verstappen are having a little bit of a squabble.
Good job.
It's making another position back to fourth. And now actually showing Hamilton what this car is actually made of and how much it can keep the pace. Even sticking it by him side, we're now on Verstappen. Top 3, look at that. Just takes a bit of luck and just waiting for the right opportunity. Oh, running wide. Ooh, coming really close there.
Tyre condition is still looking good.
We will be faster than Verstappen, but at this moment, we are best off just sitting in behind. And both me and Verstappen will try and pull away from the Mercedes. As Charles Leclerc sets the fastest lap. Fastest lap.
Repeat the message.
Fastest lap overall.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Fastest lap overall.
The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:36.3. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Oh, really? No.
Understood, copy that.
Computer doesn't like my strategy. It thinks it won't work. We do have a problem tyre on our hands, which is that blasted front left. so much quicker. Definitely a podium finish for this race by the looks of things. Very early to call it, but it does look very promising. As it is now time to make our getaway. As everyone just pulled into the pits. Which means it's the end of that soft strategy. Perez 6 seconds ahead. This will be his pit stop coming up now. Ours is on lap 39. In goes Bottas. Norris.
Be aware the car behind has newer tyres. Car behind on newer tyres.
That's the first time I've ever heard them say that. Maybe that's probably the first, because that's the first time I've ever made such a bold strategy. He will not do the rest of the race on those softs. So he will need to make another pit stop later in the race because those softs will not last 23 laps. And they're probably 3, 4, 5 laps old. So that's like 27 laps, 28 laps. Those tyres will not do that distance, sadly for him. Our strategy working out for the best as we catch up to the first of the back markers. Trying to create as big of a gap as we can from Perez, as he is the next danger we do have to deal with, whereas Leclerc isn't to be worried about because he will be doing another pit stop. If we can catch these back markers just for the DRS straight, we may be having the upper hand. as our teammate may let us get the DRS. Now those boys will have to deal with those back markers if they do want to catch me. As we are now flying off into the distance. No front wing damage at all, so we should not need to replace that, which means it is as simple as get the new tyres on and push that car. We will try and leave the tyres as late as possible for our next new softs. And try and leave it for most likely lap 40 to 41 that we are going to try and leave them for, depending on our tyre condition. If our tyre condition's looking poor by lap 39, we will have to make the pit stop. But our car will be lighter, faster, and on a quicker set of tyres.
The car behind is catching you by 5/10 a lap. 5/10.
That's concerningly bad because Leclerc and Perez are fighting for second. As we try and catch the next back marker, which I assume to be the other Williams of Nicholas Latifi, unless that was the... oh, George Russell, sorry. Very dearly sorry for that one. We just passed Latifi fighting Schumacher.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
It's all good. I've got the car under control here. George Russell probably looking in a bit of a dangerous part right now. As it looks to be that he can't seem to find to escape. Most likely not being able to use the slipstream on that Williams. Russell blowing an engine. No, don't create a safety car.
Green flag. Green flag. We're racing again.
George Russell just internally combusting in front of us. As people don't watch their engine components as what they should be doing. Leclerc is slowly catching, 5 laps, so hold on. Safety car is deployed.
A new strategy is available on the MFD. Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Oh.
Okay, copy that.
Coming in, quickly getting this pit stop done. This might be our way out as we will come on to the freshest set of tyres.
Mick is in the pits. Mick in the pits.
Perez starting out. Leclerc coming in. It'll be us versus the Perez.
Exit now.
On the exit. He will pass us. But we'll be stuck.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
I wonder why the safety car was pulled out there. 5 laps, so hold on. Oh, giving a little bit of a love tap to the... We could have pole position in our hands here. Information on car in front.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Car in front.
Say that again. We're having trouble receiving.
Car in front. Car in front.
There's static over the radio. Say again.
Car in front.
Repeat that. There's interference.
Driver in front.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Okay. Full race update.
You're sat in P2.
If you can't get one, you get the other.
The gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Verstappen is behind you. Less than a second separate you. They're on fresh mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 19 laps to go.
For once, it's a safety car that's not caused by me. Try and keep these tyres nice and warm.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
I'm gonna do what Verstappen did to Hamilton. No, actually, I will stay behind Perez, as it probably will be more beneficial. Not until the last couple of laps. We just got to stick with Perez. Fight off Verstappen.
Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
I don't know what caused that safety car.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
We want to try and pull as far away as we can from Verstappen and try and separate Perez on his own. So it's just me and Perez for the front. Then that way we can basically, within a couple of laps of the finish, sneak up on Perez and just take the win straight from him. A bit of damage there. We can't afford it. Not one bit. As we do have a better run on him. And setting yet another fastest lap.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Showing that we've still got a lot left in this car to go. Lowers lock up there. Another lock up. See, we don't need DRS to win this race. No, we kind of did. If it wasn't for our DRS coming back after that first pit stop, I don't think we would be in the position that we are. This was only possible due to A, the safety car, and and B, the DRS coming back. But as you can see, we no longer have a use for the DRS because as you can see, we are just easily pulling away from Verstappen, Perez, Hamilton, Sainz, and the rest of the grid. As there is no quarries doing it. Up to 8 seconds now. Oh, Jesus. Only 7 laps to go left in this race. About to be 6. Oh, getting a
We're
bit,
increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
getting a bit all over the place here. Accidentally double tapping the gear shifter. Oh god, here we go. 5 laps to go. Should probably not do that.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
How lovely. And off we go.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Thank you very much for letting me know that, Jeff. Well, I so wanted to know this far. No, actually, that's a lot more fuel than I was expecting to have left at this point in the race. I was actually expecting to have around about 4 laps. I have been throttling the car just a bit. Oh, how nice this will be to finally have a victory and a pole position under our belt. For the first time ever during our season. I knew this was going to most likely be the race that does it. As Azerbaijan qualifying first, finishing second. I had a feeling that our time was coming very soon for a very, very good race, as our car is improving and getting better. Down we go! Into the corner, off we go with a good... Oh. Can't really get a good run out of that. Do-do-do, and away and around. A wiggle and a wiggle and a wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh Jesus, oh no. Oh, we are just locking it up. Oh, and the car's getting a bit excited here. It knows that it's the final end. Down we go, down to fourth, in around, down to third again, coming out. Fourth, fifth, sixth.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Needed to know that. Glad you were on our team. Powerhouse in it out of that corner. Oh, lock up again. Verstappen not getting too close, but not also. Oh. Don't look at your phone while trying to drive, guys. That is actually quite illegal. I don't know why. I just did it. I'll turn it off so I don't get distracted again. Around we go, down to fourth. Speeding out. Down to third. Here we go, the moment we've all been waiting for. The final lap of this race. Let's give it a good one.
This is your final lap of the race.
Give it all it's got.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
1 lap left for fuel. Final time. Here we go. Around we go. Down into the double corner. We will see another one like these at Spa. When we eventually make it to that track. If we ever make it to that track. And turning the final corner for the last time. The checker flag is waved.
Okay, somebody want to tell me I'll stop this thing?
Fantastic drive. Just fantastic. You deserved that race win.
First race win of the season for Haas. We get driver of the day from starting from 6 on the grid.
It was a tough race at times, but they've held on to take a great victory for Haas. And talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pit for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
Precisely what happened.
Haas are no doubt happy with today's performance, having secured the win this weekend. And our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations as we speak.
Max Verstappen not looking too happy to have me on the podium beside him. But knowing that this could start to get quite real quite quickly for the future events to come.
Today's performance means Max Verstappen now owns the top spot in the Drivers' Championship. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Ace. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern-day Formula One.
Let's move on to the
26 points.
constructors. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground.
26 points. And that should give us the upper hand above a lot and put us quite high in the constructors. We could come with a comeback.
That's an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. You're surpassing all expectations. Can anything or anyone stop you?
Well, the power unit.
Do you have any comments about the collisions? Great. Well, that's everything.
I mean, some of the collisions weren't even my fault, to believe it. Actually, starting off, if you go back and rewatch the start of the race, at the start of the race, it was actually Gasly that actually hit me.
To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
Gasly getting a little bit aggressive there. And Lando Norris losing there. We could have a comeback here. We do need 9 points. He needs 4. So one more good race for him and he will win. So we could possibly beat him in this current rivalry. But we need 2 good wins for the next races to come. And I'm pretty sure the next one on the list will be Austria or Canada. Which will, both tracks are quite the interesting tracks to be watching. So it is the Styrian Grand Prix. That is quite a new one. Now, we are starting 5th in the drivers' standings, just behind Lando Norris. Drivers constructor for the constructor standings, we are sitting 5th. Season results, look at that. We go from 7th to a DNF to a 7th to a 5th to another DNF over at Monaco, Azerbaijan with the 2nd, and France with the 1st. Now, I don't think Canada is actually not in here, which does have me a bit concerned, as Canada is not here. But looking at it, we are almost more valuable as a driver than Mick Schumacher himself. Some of these parts will need redoing, so the MGUK does need a new one. That could get another one. And the turbocharger definitely needs to be redone, and the CE control electronics, which is not the combustion engine, it's actually, sorry, it's the control electronics. We should be fine for a new one. Do have the new gearbox on there. Our first gearbox is Donzo's, and that is our second one. For our do have a major part in the durability center coming up very soon, so let's get in there. Let's have a look at what we can get done. So the most recommended is actually the full fuel tank positioning. Do we have another recommended that's cheap enough? I don't think we do. Oh, as the MGUK has failed. So we will need to wait, but if we come over here, got it coming up.
Our new parts have completed without issue.
Look at that.
They'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
So it's back over in durability. Recommended, we're going to get that to go. That will come in just before the second Grand Prix, and that does put us up quite high in the engine power. We do need the ignition system, but we do have some pretty good ones. That is going to be our next major for the chassis weight distribution and the rate reduction, which we do have a cockpit weight reduction coming up, and the brake ducts, which will help with the drag and all of that, which is a minor, but the front wings and plates will be another major that will be coming out as well. Having a look at our R&D progress, we can see that we do have 2 major, 1 minor, and that should possibly allow us to be higher. We are catching Williams slowly as we do come into towards the middle of the season. So this is like the normal Austrian Grand Prix. It looks like that we'll be having 2 of those. So as we lift off with such a high note as our first win in the Haas for the F1 team, we will catch you back for round 8 at Austria.